Hello, good evening YouTube. A very quick review, or as quick as I can get it, of this item here. Basically, 4 bits of metal. When you get down to it, there's 2 double-headed bits, and well, they describe it as small and medium. I don't know, hook block of some kind, and hex head there, hollow head to hold the second bit in there, and a hole to there to get it onto your keyring. You can probably tell by the metal furniture in the background. I've just used it. I've just gone and taken some hardware off some discarded furniture, which I'm going to use for flooring, in a loft somewhere. And it was in the dark. I had my head torch on. I just scavenged it from the bins, which is, well, I scavenge a lot of things from bins. So anyway, I did very well. Handles off, hinges, door brackets, and I did what, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24 screws off. I've got to be honest with you, I got tired at the end, and I got the low end but very good Leatherman sidekick out, and I did do the last 4. That's because it was a 7-foot door, and the very last big things I did were at the very top and very bottom. By the way, classic indicator of how fit you are. If you are crouching down and your stomach's getting in the way, and you're starting to have an asthma attack, that's a good indicator that you're overweight. So I can use this as a measure of my health in the future. But I have just had my dinner, so I'm gonna forgive myself for that strenuous exercise of crouching down. But anyway, so out of the 24, I did 20 of them with this device. I used the large bit, which seems quite satisfactory. A little bit of paint off it, you know, what you expect. I'm slightly disappointed there. I don't know if you can see it there, but if I slowly rotate them, you'll see that the smaller bit is quite badly disfigured. Just roll that one, and if I roll that one, you'll see just about, I don't know, there. You'll see that it's all kind of distorted. I'm figuring that if I just ask them politely, they're going to send me another one of these, but I will report back if the company failed to do so. But I didn't even use the small bit. The large bit was fine. There's a ball bearing built into it. Very positive. Bizarrely enough, the pound coin doesn't fit. Keys do. I've tried keys. Keys are fine. The 50p is very good. There's a little bit of rattle, a bit of wobble there, but it does kind of index onto that point there. And as you can see from my activity, it worked fine. Just fine. I was even able to do, you know, push in, turn, take out, push in, turn, take out, or I could leave it in, and it, you know, obviously it slid about a bit, but it was fine. And after about 3 or 4 rotations, I was just palming the coin, and I was just finishing off of that, and it was actually really quick. And because of its dimensions, it was actually beneficial because of the confined space, because I was actually crouching down, reaching up, all kinds of stuff. So the small size was definitely helpful. And in these emergency situations, when you're scavenging or you're fixing or whatever, frankly, you're unlikely to do as many as I've just done there. You're probably going to be 2 or 4 to do with door frames or picture frames or whatever. The only thing I kind of say negatively about it is, you know, it is £6.50, which I kind of feel is on the outside edge. The irony, if it was £3.54, I would probably buy 2, or I'd buy them for other people. But £6.50, and also because of the disfigured head, I'm kind of like not gonna call it a massive success, but it is very useful. But what I would challenge anybody here, or anybody watching this, is to why not try and make one yourself? I figure we've all got spare bits and pieces lying about from hex head kits and all that kind of, you know, cheap tools that we inherit or find or discover. I figure, you know, in hindsight, I could have made one of these. It might have not been perfect, but it would have been free. But obviously, lazy git that I am, I went and bought something. But I bet you somebody could make one of these. What else to say? It's standard size. You know, you can fit all kinds of other bits into. That's fairly obvious and predictable. If you really only need it for the small size, I would definitely say to you, get onto dx.com. A big fan of dx.com, sometimes called Deal Extreme. But dx.com will do you something like this. And it will take a month to come, but I mean, this was literally, I think this was less than £2. So if you're really looking for a tiny driver, you get something like this for pennies. You know, and it's incredibly light, and obviously it's not, you know, it's about the fifth the strength of this thing here, and this obviously has got its advantages, but the price seems a bit high to me. And that's about it. The packaging is looks very impressive, doesn't it? But you know, they say it's, you know, they show videos of people putting mobile phones into this thing, and you know, it has got an O-ring on it, as they say, and it is hard polycarbonate. But the reality is, you know, it's actually just splash proof. You know, you couldn't really trust any electronics to this at all, or anything really fragile, or anything that really had to stay dry. You know, I would see it as a hard case, but not as a waterproof case. But it does look nice. So if you want it quick and you've got a roll for it, buy it. If you don't, try and make it yourself. Anyway, thanks. Goodbye.